Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly angel reading for January 27th to February 2nd. I do apologize, the lighting is a little odd today because the natural light is not too much here in England. I'm doing the reading slightly later on than usual, and with the natural light not being there so much, it means that I'm having to kind of adjust the lighting accordingly, and it can sometimes make the picture a little funny, but I know that the guidance from the angels will be as clear as ever. Depending on what the picture is like, we'll just have to go with it. But I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot cards by Radleigh, Valentine and Doreen, and I'm looking forward to first of all seeing what they have to say for Monday and Tuesday. Here we go. Alright, so this is an interesting card, and I don't know whether we've pulled it for a while. This is Two of Earth, and it says, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. Alright, so here we go. This is actually following on from the theme of last week about making decisions. So it looks like we still may be dealing with that, still may be looking at our options and getting in a little bit of a muddle because we are not really listening to what is calling us. There's a lot going on in our heads often when we get this card, and so it's really important to remove distractions, especially in the next couple of days, and focus upon your priorities so that you can focus on your decision and making a decision. Knowing that there really isn't a right or a wrong one. It's just about lightening up, as the card says, considering a more playful approach. Lightening up with life, not taking it so seriously, and making your decision based on what feels right now. Not to say that we can't look into the future or be sensible about our long-term plans, but I feel like this card often reminds us not to be too over-analytical with things, and just to play with it, to see what happens when you allow yourself to maybe take some time out, go into nature. The fairies are really great for lightening our energy, and then when we're in that place, we're more open, more able to really be in touch with our higher self, with our guidance, and then you can make a decision that way. Okay, so lighten up and know that as you make a decision from your heart, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Okay, so interestingly, I just pulled this card. I just flipped it over for the middle of the week, and it's saying take time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So I promise I don't suddenly pick these cards out because they have similar messages, but this is definitely a sign that perhaps anything that isn't clear really needs time for us to take time out of the things that really are not important, the things that don't need to be done urgently this week, so that we can really be still and listen to what is best for us. It may be that you've already made some decisions from last week and there's others to make because of that. It may be that you're still feeling stuck. This is a reminder to make a decision when you're quiet and still, and to also know that as much as we can ask others for help, that we can be our own counsel, that we are connected to divine love, light and wisdom always, that regardless of whether someone like me is giving the messages, that you are just as connected to the angels, to the unicorns and to your guidance. And so really allow yourself to be trusting what you're receiving and then going for it. It's really important sometimes to know that we are as wise as they come, and that's not that isn't in a boastful way or anything, but we're all equal, we're all connected to the same source, and everything that we seek is actually within us. It's one of the things that I like to say, that everything I seek is already seeking me, that everything I need is already here right now within me. And so if you're finding yourself kind of being a little distracted or overwhelmed by other people's opinions, or wondering if you'll ever make the right choice, know that you will, and that it's most important for you to be still particularly as you go through into the middle of the week, because it will give you that clarity that you're searching for. Okay. All right, interesting. This is really an opportunity for growth, because here, this card, as we move into the weekend, it says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, and spiritual and emotional growth. So this does really imply that the decisions we're making are pretty intense, that we're feeling the intensity of them, because we know that what we're really asking for is something that's going to be more fulfilling for us in all ways. And so here we say this is where we really get to feel the movement forward, and we really get to feel the desire to move on. And this is a sign that what we're asking for, what we're deciding upon, will be that opportunity for us to grow spiritually and emotionally. They're saying that it's like, by making decisions right now, we feel like we're kind of coming out of our shells, so to speak, or even coming out of hiding, or it may even be that we're really having to take a leap of faith. But this is a huge opportunity for us in many, many ways, and the prayers that we've had for happier and more fulfilling times are being answered. So know that we are supported, we're all supported as we make these decisions, that there are things that perhaps we may not know the complete outcome of, but when we're trusting our hearts, when we're really allowing our guidance to speak to us, that we are taken care of, and that any changes that we're making will give us that richer experience of life that we are asking for. This card to me, the mermaid under the water, is really also reminding us that when we go underneath the surface, when we take time to meditate, when we really get in touch with our emotions, it can feel a little daunting, it can feel a little scary, but knowing that our heart and our truth deep inside, our soul, our being, when it's calling us to make those changes, it's really safe for us to do so. It's safe for us to listen. It can mean that things feel a little upside down for a while when we do that, and yet it's all in its divine order. This can mean that for some of us, it can feel a little bit like we are having that feeling of emptiness, that there's a little void there. But knowing that any void that is created as we make changes and decisions, it's going to be filled up. Maybe not immediately, but it will be filled up with things that are for our highest good, that are going to bless us in new ways. Okay, so don't be afraid of the space that you're creating right now, or any changes that are occurring that mean that you're leaving things behind, because it is an answer to your prayers. Alright, so I am sending you many, many blessings. Of course, I'm available for a private reading if you'd like one, and that is at taylor.co.uk, or of course you can contact me on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Anna Taylor Music Angel, and I post daily messages there, and I'm also very present there, and so I love connecting with people there. So I look forward to speaking to you again next week. Sending you so much love, and knowing that as you follow your heart, that this is an amazing opportunity for growth. This is really a time when we get to actually discover our wings on a deeper level, where we can really trust ourselves, trust our guidance, know that it is taking care of us, and that we are supported as we follow our new paths, or often branches off our path. It doesn't necessarily mean that we were wrong before, it just means that we're changing and life is changing, and that's very exciting. Remember that life changes, nothing ever stays the same, and so it's safe for you to make these positive changes, and that you are so, so loved. Take care. I'm sending you many, many blessings, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.